Hello everyone, welcome back. So we are going to continue the predicate example here, but we are going to use our person DTO. So let's create a new class and we can name it as a predicate person example, and we need a main method here. So the first thing what we are going to do is let's create some predication in the class level variables so we can use it in all the methods, right? So I'm going to keep it static predicate and person. So here I'm going to use predicate 1 or p1. So what is happening here? Import predicate from function, and you need to import the person as well. Okay, so now the person. So what is the condition here? Person dot get height greater than or equal to 140. So whenever we are going to use the p1 predication, it will iterate the data whoever has the height greater than 140, right? So let's have another predication here. So predication 2 and person dot okay, what we can do is get gender dot equals male. So the second predication, what it will do, it will filter the persons who are all male. Correct? So let's write our implementation. I mean our what you can say. Let's try to call the person details and we'll process them. Okay, so I need to have a list of persons here. Person list, and I'm going to do all the information from person repository dot get all persons. So we are good to go. So now what we are going to do is I'm going to use the stream API to filter the data. Okay, for now I'll go ahead and write the implementation, because the stream and the filter and the collect, everything we are going to see detailed in the upcoming videos. For now, just try to understand that and we'll cover it later. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to iterate the person list. Normally we use for each, right? But here we are going to use stream, because for each will accept consumer, but our stream we have a filter which will accept predicate, right? So let's person list dot stream dot filter. So filter will accept. So what is the filter? Just click the filter and see. Filter will expect the predicate, correct? So we need to pass a predication here. We can pass either P1 or P2. It's up to us. So what we can do is, instead of doing that, we can try something different. Okay, let's try that. So I'm going to pass the predication P1 here. Okay. Okay, let's do it in a separate line so it will be easy to understand. So I pass the P1. Okay, and then we need to, even if you put a semicolon here, you won't see any errors, but it is not going to return anything, correct? We need to collect the outcome as a list or set or based on your need. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to collect all the list into collect. So I'm going to use a collector collectors dot to list method. Okay, if you just look at the code, the person list, This we are using stream to iterate the data, and I'm filtering the P1 indicator. Okay, so the P1 indicator, P1 predication, which will return the employees, the person who has a height of more than 140. Okay, so I'm collecting all the information as a list, correct? So let's, okay, so we need to print the data and see what is the outcome of it, correct? So now we are going to use the for each method to print the data. So person list dot for each. So person hyphen, we can open a bracket, a body here, and we'll test it out. So what I'm gonna do is I'm going to use, let's take a condition here. If p1 dot test and person. So that is the input parameter, right? If it is true, then this will print the person. Got it? So let's run this. Okay, let's. If you see the height of the retrieved information, 165, 158, 140. Because in the original repository we have a 6 persons, right? But here filtered 140, 150, only 3 employees, and John, Angel, and Dean. And here we have a 2 male employees and 1 female employees. So here we can do another check as well. I verified p1 dot test, right? So the same way you can do p1 dot and p2 dot test. So now what will happen? So it will retrieve all the employees, persons who has more than 140 as a height. And the second filter, it will filter only the male employees. So obviously we'll get only 2 persons as outcome, right? Just save it and try to run it now. See, initially it was 3, now it is filtered into 2. So all of them are male employees who has a height of more than 140 centimeter, right? So this is how the predicate will work. So you can use or, it's totally up to you. Okay, so we are going to continue the same predicate example in the next video, and we'll meet each other next video. Thank you.